They look.
Please don't
And
speak
they don't
for us.
qualify.
Hold on, let me talk. I've been
You're being
listening. I've been quiet.
disrespectful.
I've been quiet, ma'am. Please. Look, this is what they love. That's what they like. That's crazy how they're gravitated towards that type
I
of
guess
behavior
we a
because
woman now.
that's please let me talk, sweetheart. Please.
Oh,
This is
sorry, I
what
thought I
they
muted it.
ma'am, thank you for letting me talk. This is what they're gravitated towards. The manipulation. You can hear the more you talk to him, you was gonna get it out of him, song. The more and
Oh
more,
yeah.
right, right. And look, and then it's crazy because that's how women act like they're fooled. They claim that they be fooled but that's what they like. They like that behavior, that immaturity that he possessed, right? But he was trying to throw it off on everybody else. But that's actually how he was. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how he was.
Is
You
it
can
okay
hear
if
it.
I answer the question?
So,
I
yeah,
wasn't
absolutely.
finished,
I do
man.
want to give him this scripture. 1 Peter 3:5. This is one of my wife's favorites. It says, "For this is the way the holy women of the past who put their hope in God, used to adorn themselves. They submitted themselves to their own husbands. They, by choice, 1 Peter 6, like Sarah, who obeyed Abraham and called him her Lord. You are daughters if you do what is right and do not give way to fear." And verse 7, husbands, in the same way, consider your wives, live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner. And then it begins to talk about how you need to understand their emotional makeup and design. Your wife, studying what she needs. And so Sarah, the matriarch of the faith, we create the entire nation, and everybody wants to move to this nation, the most extraordinary nation with a constitution written from Deuteronomy, Moses' layout for government. The woman that everybody reveres is created of the following of one God. I forget what they call it, monotheism. The woman that's structured with the guy who did that, called the father of the faith for everyone. He's considered the father of faith of Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Considered one of the baddest men to ever live. She called him Lord. But I understand, according to this good brother, even Abraham is a clown. Got you.
To answer your question,
I almost forgot Happy Mother's Day and Happy Mother's Day, even
guy
to the
was over
fathers that have
speaking that
stepped in
way.
the role of a mother. I do want to say that, John, I heard you say something about you raising a child, so I don't know if I don't want to offend you, but
For sure.
early Father's Day and Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to the women in your family. Song seem like you give them a lot of respect and love, regardless if I have disagreements with you.
Respect.
I think that the emotional Zeus and song, everybody on the panel, I think the emotional toll, you can always tell, in my opinion, and through life. And I've been on this panel that are in business. That is a horrible business look. I can't imagine anybody that is that emotionally volatile, that is able to consistently make a high amount of money, or have clients or anything of that nature. You cannot be that way. That tells that's
it's
more.
not gonna work for business. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
So I just don't understand that the the emotions of a man is vital in everything, not just business, but in relationships, right? And that's when somebody was asking about the emotional toll or the emotional abuse. That's the thing. It does happen. There are bad actors. Like, I wouldn't sit up here at all and be like, that never happens. There are not men don't abuse. There are men that are abusive, and it's just absolutely wrong. And the thing about masculinity is masculinity checks that stuff. Like, masculinity will not allow it to happen in its presence, right? However, just because I think that a man is controlling whatever is in his dynamic, whatever's in his environment, his ecosystem, he has to have control over that, especially if he's worked to get to a point to where it needs to be protected. It's a waterfall effect. And so
Okay, to answer Song's question, if I may, when the guy came up here, I forgot the context now, but to be honest, no, I will never feel safe in the presence of, a man that is easily emotionally reactive. I mean, I myself are emotionally intelligent, but from my objective perspective, honestly, the only man on the panel that remained calm was King XZ. Dude, like, Zeus was saying stuff in the chat, and then John and Song, like, to be honest, you guys were starting to take his bait a little bit. So, like,
are you aware of how men communicate?
I'm sorry.
I think she's saying that y'all are kind of showed emotions, so she understands to not take a person who's emotionally weak. But if you were going to define it off of your definition as somebody just easily showing emotion, you all were just as easily capable of that.
I'll give you an example. If men,
is that what you're saying, Ren?
If men are talking about a sport
similar.
and they get passionate, but one of the guys start talking about wanting to punch somebody, passion and emotion start talking about harming people. Because if we're just talking about who we think the greatest basketball player is, and we saying, man, you've lost your mind. This is men. This is we have way more testosterone, the way we are built and designed. So men being passionate is men being passionate. When you start taking away talking about taking away somebody's liberty, start adjusting away their quality of life, when we are talking about a topic, I understand that's what you may deem it to be. I'm telling you, men, that is not what we deem it to be. So a lot of the way you describe, not to say that King wasn't what you said, but that's not what in our vocabulary is what like kind and calm and collected. We know guys who are very, very quiet, but that guy will unalive the first person in the room. He's not a controlled guy just because he didn't say anything. And we know guys who talk a lot, but it's really hard to take them to the brink. So I respect you. We respect you to say that's your perception. But in our world, that doesn't mean that.
I respect her. I respect her, what she said too, her and Trice. Like, trying to remain calm is what we try to do. Like, try to remain stoic. However, when there is a low level threat of violence between two men when they meet automatically.
Correct.
And which means that when we're having a conversation like we were, it was cool. You did a song, laugh. I thought some of the things were hilarious. But when you start to threaten, we're going to escalate because we're men. And I don't expect to always be right. I could be wrong, and I'll evaluate that.
Man, we're prepared to go there as men, is what he's basically saying.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
And I'm crazy at OCDC. Happy Mother's Day to Terry, Chad, and Ren, and AZ Peach to the ladies up here. If I didn't personally give you one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not a mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, I don't have kids.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, y'all.
Me either, but I understand.
You know, they're the type of men that.
Oh, you got somebody talking about us in your background?
Nah.
I want to hear the rest.
I know, right? Well, Mac, bro, this is I got to grade to take my children, and this has been again. I know it's tough, but before we get to real solutions, sometimes we got to deal with some painful stuff, even in our families. So respect to everybody, Trice and Ren and Sister Terry. I forget the other one earlier, John and Zeus. I'm assuming we may see each other in other forums and other platforms. King, AZ Peach. So it's been great. We ready hit out and kind of start this. Our service on our side starts shortly and with the children. So, guys, it has been great. I don't know if you're going to be here. I'll try to look for Mac. Let me follow him now.
Yo, Mac, tell him you got another account too you be on, bro. Let
me subscribe to Mac too, man.
Yeah, this is my
we got two accounts we live on. So y'all tune into the other account too. Show my boy some love. He really be like holding it down. Like,
what's the other joint, King?
I think it's
the same thing with no spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, songs.
Right,
I gotta get up out of here too. Trice, it was nice meeting you, Terry. AZ Peach, all y'all was nice meeting y'all.
Yeah, stay safe.
John, don't get out of here yet, John. I just want to say thank you personally, John, for at least acknowledging abuse tip. I will put into perspective about submission. I don't know if you're a holy man, but I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna say something, be transparent. When it comes to the female sex drive, submissiveness is a role that does arouse us. So it's a perspective that I'm willing to take on, just if it's one that is healthy. And thank you again for acknowledging forms of abuse.
Oh yeah. Song Zeus, no problem, man. Song Zeus, we got to do business together, man. I hit you guys up.
That's right. Well, enjoy your day.
But definitely y'all stay tuned though, because what I notice is there's always a lot of dudes that kind of be similar to y'all that come into my life. And so it's definitely a good place to network, meet new people and stuff like that, and do great things.
As black men, we gotta start doing business and start making money together more.
Hey, Matt.
Focus.
Hey, Matt. Mac,
what's good, man?
Let Ann and Christy up. Let her up. she wanna throw slander in the
King,
comment.
yo, bro.
She wanna throw slander in the comment, but let her up because they say things all the
They've been
time.
going ham for like 2 hours
But
straight.
look, they really have. Look, but they won't come up. They won't come up and
Nah, they really
Oh,
stand
did.
it's your
on
name. That's that
what they
triggering
believe.
name.
Erase their
Like
blood
Charlemagne
pressure.
the God.
This is supposed to be a woman that has content now, right? She won't come up and stand on what she's saying and calling me weak. Come up and stand on what you're saying, woman. You a woman, right? Come on up here. All y'all do is talk shit. That's why nobody should listen to y'all cackling asses. Come on up.
Logic over
Yo, she ain't sending no
emotion.
request.
Logic over
Yeah,
emotion.
I'll land. Then shut up, peasant.
To King's point, bro. What you said was real, man. We need that because it doesn't. We need to create these communities, man.
Oh, my mama,
Build them bigger
man. Yeah.
with our people anyway, black men especially. So yeah, hell yeah, I got you.
It was crazy going
You
to
know how to
college and
network and make
seeing.
money too.
It was just crazy going to college, man, and like seeing all the fraternities.
They
Like,
wasn't,
it was just like,
it
nah,
wasn't. And I went to Hampton University too, man.
Yeah, so you probably seen the same. It's like even when you in a university, you on an island it's like, nah, bro, this doesn't feel good. So we got to start changing that, and at least for the next generation,
Hey, you know what, fellas? Hey, fellas, you know what? They try to silence us too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, you know they gonna try to silence. Like,
you got a phone call.
Nah, that man got a.
He got silenced.
Yeah, they really tried to silence, bro. You bet.
I think they do it, man, because that's how they separate. They at first tell you, okay, you want to be Omega Psi, then it's all about Omega Psi. It's all about Masons.
Look,
But then
hold on. No, I'm talking about the aspect of what men be voicing. Like women, like it don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? They want to form an attack on men. Period. You feel what I'm saying? We can go through the worst things of the worst. We could be fighting for our kids. We could go. It don't matter. Women
hanging off a cliff. You could be hanging off a cliff.
You could be hanging off a cliff, and they'll be like, "Oh, he did it.
He good,
bro. What? Ain't that crazy, bro?
I think what I found out.
They insane.
Yeah,
To that point,
They going insane.
I mean, to your point, that's true in some regard. But what I found out though, man, is the more, and I don't know about it with other fellas on this panel, man. Maybe y'all agree, but as I've gotten, obviously, more evolved, if you would, I found that more women, on this level, they don't really act like that. You know what I mean? But you have to be in positions. You got to be in environments where they are. I think,
right? Yeah.
The higher we
about
go,
proximity. Yeah, proximity is very important. Because
I find that the women I date now are very, very soft, very feminine, very hey, you lead, what we doing, like type thing, and it's very appeasing. It's especially That's to say it's going to always work out, but it's an easier relationship. Now those relationships also end quicker because both of you guys are not willing to necessarily just be like,
y'all stuck in y'all ways by that time.
Yeah, by that time. But they will be submissive. What
I can say is that I'm about to hit that 4-0, and I learned now how to code switch according to my own purpose.
Man, like when people get older, they really stuck in their ways, man.
Hey, that's fact though.
I ain't gonna deny that.
Like I know my girl for 10 years, and there's certain things. Well, not 10 years, about to be 10 years, but it's certain things she still do. I'm like, how do you still do this? But it's a real thing. You got to fight those habits. You really got to fight them.
But let me ask you a question, King. If she, even though she still do it, if tomorrow she, for some reason, she was, y'all split up. Don't tell me. Be real now. You would miss the good shit. You would miss everything. You'd be like, dang, man, that little annoying voice that nagged me, man. Where's she at?
That's a fact. Yeah, I was appreciate the little things like that. Yeah, you're right.
My ex was clingy, bro. She was super clingy. I used to get off of me, man. Yeah, and now I'm like,
and that's why I put you some real shit. Yeah, no, us as men, we gotta learn to even appreciate. Like the Bible speaks about appreciating the bad too. God might just be testing you to see if you even worth that blessing.
But King, don't get it twisted. It gotta be the realistic bad, like not that.
Yeah, realistic
bad.
Yeah, realistic.
Come on now, look, we'll put up with a lot. we put up with a lot of men. Like, come on, we'll put like let things slide with women when they do
Yeah, we do
crazy
let a
shit.
lot
You know what I'm
slide.
saying? We do that, right? But not that crazy shit. No, hell, we ain't finna deal with that crazy shit no
Now, there's
more.
a breaking point for
I'm not
each
dealing with
man.
that.
It's
Hell
different for
no.
each man. Yeah,
See,
each
I gotta
man
go.
has a
Bye.
breaking point. Yeah, every man got a breaking point for sure. Like for sure. Like when it comes to dating, all that, it doesn't matter what it is. There's a breaking
Yeah,
point.
it's just that we tried so hard and we were like, man, I'm not letting it go because she bad and she got the attitude. So you
I did have to
kind of try to
let a lot
ignore
of.
some of those things, and then you leave for a while and you be like, man, I'm about to go back around her. Then you go back around her, then you realize why you left.
See, you ain't did it enough. Then you still ain't learned your lesson. If you keep going back, you ain't learned your lesson. You
I
still
was
gotta,
Hey, I swear.
you gotta get taken
Hey,
up through there a few more times.
if we keep getting with women that are supportive, we keep choosing these women that like thinking that it's okay to have a mouth, and we still date them and
Right?
still think
Yeah.
about all that, and we keep doing that, bro. What? Last time I took a woman
It's
out that had
negative
a mouth.
reinforcement. We
Look,
gotta leave them
let me tell you.
alone, bro.
Hey,
We
let me
gotta
tell you.
leave them alone.
Last time I took a woman out that had an attitude, right? Bro, I never do it again. I used to think that was sexy, a little woman with
I
a
used
little
to think that
attitude.
too. You
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
class.
Look, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? But man, that shit is embarrassing.
Yeah, that shit annoying, bro.
That
That
shit
shit
is
annoying as
embarrassing.
hell, bro.
Like these unprofessional ass,
So
ghetto ass
fast,
women. And look, and they
really
be college
happy though.
educated.
So
They be college
confused.
educated.
Oh,
Nah,
Ren, Ren,
we
that's
just
because
resonating as men right now, Ren. You wouldn't be able, you feel me? But
Ren,
yeah,
there are
So
women.
bonded, like
I have, there are women with your same type of somebody give me a word.
demeanor.
Demeanor. There are women with your same type of demeanor that I've dated. They are great. These are great women. I don't know who I don't know if you're kind of getting what we're saying. This is these are great women. These are great black women. Like I only date black women. First of all, I don't give a damn how much money I make, how high I go. I'm gonna date black women. That's just me.
I'm with a black woman right now. I fuck
I'm
with
gonna
it.
date black women, bro. I love me some black.
It gotta be the
Jesus
right
Christ.
one though. A lot of them, like we talk
Yes,
about,
yes, sir.
bro. Yeah,
It gotta be the right one. Hey, cause look,
it's gotta be the right one.
all of them
Yeah, it gotta
crazy.
be the right one.
We just gotta pick the crazy that we ready to deal with in our lives. Cause all of them crazy. I ain't gonna lie. All women are crazy to some extent.
You ain't gonna find the
Bro,
perfect
you're
one.
not gonna find
Nah,
a You're not.
he
You're not.
low
You're not.
key, he low
I
key
promise
right.
you, all of them are
Yeah, they
crazy,
all got
bro.
a little
We
of
just
something
bro.
little.
We
Yeah,
just gotta
yeah.
pick the one that's less crazy as possible in all of this
But
crazy
look, let me
shit.
ask y'all this. So have y'all ever had can you describe the most perfect woman that you ever encountered in women? I want to see if the women can describe the most the depiction of the most perfect man that they ever had. Or talk about that person.
I don't even want to talk about it because I had dropped it because of a standard or whatever, or because of ego and shit.
Yeah.
So I learned from that.
What kind of standard? What kind of standard?
Man, she was highly educated, doctor of engineering, but very soft. Very when we went on a cruise, like instance, we went on a cruise together, and a black couple on a princess cruise and like suite class is gonna turn heads, right?
Right.
And so we go into the certain areas. Men would come up to speak to us. White men would come to speak to us. She wouldn't speak. She looked to me to do the conversation. This woman was never forgot a birthday, was super clingy, but for sometimes just didn't listen. There was just certain things.
Was it like wait? Was it like a combative didn't listen, or was it like she literally just did her own thing, John? Because there's two versions of it.
Well, it was okay. So the listening part. I'm not a big fan of my lady that I'm dating going out after a certain time to go get her hair.
She's doing her own thing at that point.
20 minutes away, right?
Yeah, right.
Like I know the hairdresser's 20 minutes away, 20, 30 minutes away, but being there after 10 o'clock at night.
Is this something she know you, especially when these ladies know you for a while, John? These girls study our patterns, man. They know when we go to sleep.
This is anyway. She was getting her hair done. So I got to do something for the next day. And I'm like, hey, man, she needs to give you an appointment for tomorrow morning or Saturday morning. Well, Mr. John, this is all I got. Like, she not coming. But she go anyway. Not a big fan of that, right? to me, like that's I don't want you out. That's late.
Yeah, that's an instant red. Yeah, that's a big.
That's late, bro.
Yeah,
and like, regardless of if you cool or not, yeah, you got your pistol on you and everything, but I'm still not cool with that because I'm not there to protect. Like, I'm not there to try to give my life.
on this, John. Earlier you said if
So hold on, John. So did she go to clubs and stuff?
Oh no, hell no.
So John, I would say, by my honest opinion, I think you may have dropped the ball a little bit. Yeah, you dropped the ball a little bit.
Look again, but that again.
Because that could have you could have had different situations and maybe you could have got her out of that, right? It shouldn't have just been just immediately just break off the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it happened a couple. There were other things.
So this wasn't the first instance, though. You see,
it wasn't the first instance of
break it down,
not listening.
You feel me? We don't know.
And it's okay. Like, it's okay. I get it, right? Like,
all right, can you give us another one if you
What's
don't mind?
the other one? Yeah, we need the other ones, gang.
At least one more. If you don't mind.
If you don't mind, yeah, we're not trying to.
We've been apart for 2 years now. I gotta think because I done been with two.
Yeah, you've been doing it.
Yeah, that was fresh right there.
That
2 years. It ain't fresh, but it's still in your memory.
It sticks out. I gotta remember now. Cause now what it is I remember that, but most of the things I remember now
are good. The good things, yeah, for sure.
All right, so and